Ngā mihi o te rā. Nau mai hoki mai. Welcome back to another tarot reading that we're going to do today. I am Chelsea. I am a tarot reader. I'm going to use the cards. We're going to channel through a message for you today. See what messages beyond the veil from your ancestors, your tūpuna. And yeah, just give you a piece of something that you potentially need. So if this resonates with you, please take it. If it doesn't, don't try and make it fit. Leave it for someone else. Okay. I'm really feeling this strength energy. It feels like a very strong wind. Yesterday, I recorded a series of messages that wanted to come through that will be on the channel. So if you haven't already seen those, you can go and find those on my channel. And it was this Queen of Wands energy, the change of the wind. I'm feeling that you have almost seen too much to the point where there's no going back for you. So this could have been someone treated you away, someone continually treated you in a certain way, even though you had spoke your truth, you didn't like it. And it's a very similar energy to like you're at rock bottom, except this is like you can't unsee what you saw. You can't unfeel how this person has made you feel. You can't unfeel how you felt. What else? Oh. The deck is like, got some cards upright. Ooh! Yeah, so this deck is really like trying to get out of my hands. I feel like also this energy that we've got the Page of Coins. So there's this like innocence to it. I'm feeling that potentially there's nothing that actually happened. It's just like someone showed their true feelings, how they felt around a situation within themselves. I feel like this person has always voiced how they have felt, or you know, this isn't something that's surprising to you, but over the course of the journey, the pieces to the puzzle have finally come in, they've landed in, and you're like, oh, right, okay. What else about this, Spirit? Page of Coins is what? So we have the Ace of Cups and the Seven of Swords in reverse with the Six of Coins. And then we have the Fool on the ground. I feel like the Fool has really highlighted something that's made you feel kind of foolish. Literally. And that's why you're kind of like, oh. I feel like there definitely was a contradiction within this energy, and you most definitely are or have been working on this contradiction within yourself. This definitely feels like boundaries, like you've been called to hold the light in your boundaries. And that's what's happened with you can't unfeel what you felt, because you have finally felt what it feels like to place a boundary and then it be crossed But I don't feel like this was malicious, okay? And that's why we've got this well, it is a Pentacles energy because we are working with the coins. The page, however, though, is like this innocence. I feel like there's a lot of love in this connection because of this innocence. This also, because the page is here with this younger energy, it could be a lot of inner child healing that this situation is helping you ascend through, is what I'm hearing, particularly when it comes to balancing your life force energy, balancing your resources. Okay, so I feel like this is going to have a deep effect on your money in the most beautiful way. Justice at the bottom of the deck. They're saying that's for another day. So what about this connection, this energy for collective who is watching this? A lot of emotions. I feel like this energy is also clearing out past lives for you, whether you are into past lives or you are connected to past lives or you understand past lives. This energy, these feelings, this is also in your nervous system. There's a lot of clearing. I feel like maybe you also didn't realize that you were giving people sustenance from your cup. No, you know your place now. I feel like you really know your place. You may have actually, yeah, I feel like you've put yourself in your place. You weren't sure where your place was to begin with, and now you understand. Okay. So if this has been quite a heavy journey for you, it's going to stop being heavy, I'm hearing, because I'm not, yeah, you're coming out of hermit mode, out of a lot of shadows, out of a lot of like, I feel like you've been carrying yourself very close to your own heart, and this has been the catalyst for great change, great change. We've got the priest and we had the hermit fall out. So this is I am really sensing that this is going to do wonders for your intuition, okay? If you haven't understood why this connection has come in, if you don't understand why the universe would give you someone, but they're kind of like just at arm's reach, it was to really find and solidify your sovereignty within your light by being able to hold yourself within silence. I feel like that is also why the hermit was here. And the fool, you're going to begin traveling down this new road, knowing your place in the world. This situation didn't just like jolt your sense of self within this dynamic. This situation as a whole has given you the invitation to understand what sovereignty actually means to you, okay? It is a word that we hear often, but do we actually honor and understand it to the point of creating boundaries to honor softness? That is another question. We have the Three of Cups. your heart is healing. You're going to have some beautiful women come into your life and change your mind about friendships, about family. They're going to teach you a different version of whānau, of family, of sisters. Having sisters that actually love you and don't have all these underlining things of like jealousy and stuff. Jealousy mean just having like a perspective that doesn't understand you, and it creates a loudness within them, and then they sort of project that onto you. I feel like this energy, you are going to be able to bloom from this situation, and it's going to help you find your place in those dynamics. We've got the Hanged face, so doing something different in order to get different results. The King of Cups, you coming into this emotional maturity for yourself. This feels like a very long journey of learning how to disconnect from the old connections that kept you really safe, and there's going to be this emotional connection of yourself that's going to lead you down the path of the changed, of the embodied, with this Hanged fae. Trust nature, trust the journey, trust yourself, trust your ancestors, trust your tūpuna, trust the blood flowing through your veins. Trust that you know the plan, that you can stick to the plan, and that you will receive everything plus more on the end. So the next 2 to 3 years, I'm really feeling a lot of structures coming down and a lot of new buildings being put up. You're definitely going to purchase a couple of like 2 or 3 buildings in this time. So if you're looking for a new home, if you're going to be moving, if you're investing into property, I can see you, yeah, they're not saying 1, they're saying 2 to 3, okay, over the next 2 to 3 years. So this is real expansion energy. This energy that we felt, it was the flow that was created once you stopped restricting yourself and the way that you choose to love. You opened your heart in this dynamic. You've always been doing different things in order to get different results, but this time, the mind, the body, and the soul have come into alignment, and that's why it's so like, wow, holy crap. So congratulations. I feel like you have really walked the tightrope. It's been such a long journey, a lot of questioning, a lot of doubting, a lot of happiness too, of course. So much softening. There's been really beautiful high vibrational experiences that you've had that has kept you on this timeline, in this frequency, in this vibration and this flow. And although it may feel like you have been jolted and you have been put in a place that feels maybe alone, I feel like you're working through a lot of betrayal energy, but it's not that you have been betrayed. This is just the old and the heaviness being let go, and you're just left with that lightness. I feel like a really beautiful affirmation for you at this time is, I choose my lightness. I choose my my freedom. I choose my sovereignty. I choose my silence. I choose my fated, okay, and aligning yourself in with the higher perception of whatever you're moving through, okay? It is really important that you disconnect and you let go of that heaviness, and you don't hold on to that betrayal mindset, because that betrayal mindset will make you go into another loop, maybe with a different dynamic, but it will be the same lesson if you choose to feel as though you have been betrayed. It is time to let go of that betrayal. It is time for you to put that to rest and step into your lightness and come into just this frequency of knowing your place, knowing who you are, and knowing exactly what it is that you have to offer. Okay. I'm going to leave this reading here. Beautiful. If you would like a personal tarot reading, just like this, a YouTube pre-recorded reading, you can head to the description box on my YouTube page. Also am facilitating coaching calls, which are one-on-one, face-to-face on a video call. Yeah, I love you, and I'll see you in the next video.